Hello students, after long I am preparing one video on mathematics. As all of you know that MBOSE has issued one sample question paper for mathematics and other subjects. So in this video I am going to solve the sample question paper of maths. First question is the product of a non-zero rational number and an irrational number. We know when any rational number is multiplied with an irrational number, answer will be always irrational. So answer is option A, that is an irrational number. Now if you see question number 2, if the product of two numbers is 540 and their LCM is 30, then their HCF is. So for number 2, we are using the formula HCF into LCM equal to product of the numbers. In the question it is given that product of two numbers is 540 and LCM is 30. So HCF into LCM is 30 equals to 540. So HCF equals to 540 divided by 30, that will give 18. So option C is the correct answer. So since in the exam it is given in the MCQ section, so directly you can divide the product of the numbers by the LCM to get the answer. In question number 3 it is given, which of the following is a quadratic polynomial? X plus 7, x square minus 2, x cube plus 4x plus 9 and x to the power 4 plus 3x cube plus twice x plus 7. Now we know if it is a quadratic polynomial, general format is ax square plus bx plus c, and if it is equation then it will be equal to 0. Clear? If it is given that polynomial, then it will be ax square plus bx plus c, and if it is given quadratic equation, then the format is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now whenever it is quadratic, degree of the polynomial should be 2. So out of the options, in second option, that is option number B, it is given x square minus 2. That means this is the correct answer. Question number 4. Question is, a polynomial of degree 3 is called a, there are 4 options, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial and biquadratic polynomial. When degree is 1, then it is called linear. If it is 2, quadratic. If it is 3, cubic. And if it is 4, it is called biquadratic. Since in the question it is given degree 3, so answer is cubic polynomial. So option C is the correct answer. In question number 5 it is given, the pair of equations x equals to a and y equal to b graphically represents lines which are parallel, coincident, intersecting at a comma b and intersecting at b comma a. Now if we draw these two lines, suppose this is x-axis, x prime, and this is y-axis, then x equal to a will be a line which is parallel to y-axis and y equal to b will be a line which is parallel to x-axis. Now this distance is a and this distance is b. That means coordinate of this point where the lines intersected will be a comma b. So that means answer is the lines are intersecting at point a comma b. Question number 6 it is given, the system of equations minus 3x plus 4y equals to 5 and 9 by 2x minus 6y plus 15 by 2 equal to 0 has unique solution, infinite many solutions, no solutions and none of these. Now here for this particular sum we have to first find a1, b1, c1. Here two equations are, first equation is minus 3x plus 4y equals to 5. So if I take 5 in the other side it will become minus 5, and second equation is 9 by 2x minus 6y plus 15 by 2 equals to 0. Now from the first equation a1 is minus 3 and from the second equation a2 is 9 by 2. So a1 by a2 will be minus 3 by 9 by 2. 2 will go in the numerator. So minus 3 into 2 by 9. 3 is 9. So it will be minus 2 by 3. Again b1 by b2. b1 is 4 and b2 is minus 6. So 4 by minus 6. Minus is never written in the denominator. So we have to write minus here. If I cancel by 2, it will be 2 by 3. Again c1 by c2. c1 is minus 5 and c2 is 15 by 2. So minus 5 by 15 by 2. These 2 will go in the numerator. Minus 5 into 2 by 15. 5 3 are 15. So it will be minus 2 by 3. So we found a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. Since this condition is satisfied, that means it will have infinite number of solutions. In question number 7, it is given that the sum of the roots of the equation x square minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0 is, here 4 options are given. We have to find the sum of the roots. Here it is given x square minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0, which is a quadratic equation. If you take the left hand side, then it's a polynomial. So px equals to x square minus 6x plus 5. Since we want sum of zeros, so sum of zeros formula is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So minus, here coefficient of x is minus 6 and coefficient of x square is 1. So it will be minus of minus 6 by 1. Minus minus plus, so it will be 6 by 1, which is 6. Therefore option C is the correct answer. In question number 8, it is given the product of the roots of the equation x square minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0 is, again 4 options are there. We have to find the correct one. Here equation is x square minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0. Here, suppose if you consider the left hand side, it's a polynomial. So px is x square minus 6x plus 5. Now we know product of zeros formula is c by a. That means constant term by coefficient of x square. Here constant term is 5 and coefficient of x square is 1. So 5 by 1, which is 5. Therefore option A, that is 5, is the correct answer. In question number 9, it is given the ninth term of an AP 3, 8, 13, 18 is, 4 options are there. We have to find the correct one. Here it is given 3, 8, 13, 18. So here first term is 3, common difference, which is second term minus first term, that is 8 minus 3, which will give 5. We know the term formula, n is a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we have to find the ninth term, so n will be replaced by 9. This n also we have to replace by 9. So a9 will be 3 plus 9 minus 1 into 5. 3 plus 9 minus 1 will give 8. 5 is 40. So 40 plus 3, that will give 43. Therefore option A, which is 43, is the correct answer. In question number 10, it is given the first 3 terms of an AP when the first term is A, which is 4, and the common difference D is 6. So here first term is given, common difference is given, and we have to find the first 3 terms. Here first term is 4, common difference is 6, so A1 will be 4. Second term, which is first term plus common difference, first term is 4 and the common difference is 6. 6 plus 4, 10, so second term will be 10. Now third term is the second term plus common difference. Second term we got 10 plus 6, that is 16. Therefore first 3 terms are 4, 10, 16. So option B, which is 4, 10, 16, is the correct answer. In question number 11, it is given all geometrical congruent figures. Since the figures are congruent, so they must be similar. So option B, that is similar, is the correct answer. Question number 12, it is given the ratio of any two corresponding sides in two equiangular triangles is always, since they are equiangular, so they are similar, and we know corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional, so ratios will be equal. So answer is option C, that is equal. In question number 13, it is given if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to the two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. This is referred to as, since two angles of first triangles are equal to the corresponding angles of the second triangle, so this criterion is angle-angle similarity criterion. So option A is the correct answer. Question number 14. The distance of a point P 3, 4 from origin is, now here x, y is 3, 4, and we know distance from origin formula is root over x square plus y square. So root over 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. 16 plus 9 will give 25. Root over 25 is 5. So distance of the point 3, 4 from origin is 5 units. Now question number 15 is the midpoint of the line segment joining the points A minus 2, 8 and B minus 6, minus 4 is, 4 options are given. Here we have to use midpoint formula. So here it is given x1 comma y1 is minus 2 comma 8, x2 comma y2 it is minus 6 comma minus 4. If we apply midpoint formula, then coordinate of midpoint will be x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2, minus 2 minus 6 by 2, and y1 plus y2, that is 8 minus 4 divided by 2. Minus 2 minus 6 will give minus 8 by 2, and 8 minus 4 is 4 by 2. So the coordinate of the midpoint is minus 4 comma 2. So option B is the correct answer. In question number 16, it is given that the value of 1 plus 10 square 45. Now 10 45 we know it is 1. So 1 plus 10 square 45, that is 1 plus 1 square. Since 10 45 is 1, it will be 1 square. 1 square is 1. 1 plus 1 2. So correct option is D. In question 17, it is given that if cos theta equals to 1, then the value of theta is. Now cos theta is 1. We know cos of 0 is 1. So cos theta equal to cos of 0. That means theta equals to 0 degree. So the correct option is A. In question number 18, it is given how many tangents can be drawn parallel to the secant of a circle. Suppose if I draw a secant here, this is a circle, this is the secant. We know secant is a line which cuts the circle at two distinct points. In the question it is given how many tangents can be drawn parallel to this line. So this is one tangent, this is another tangent, and these two tangents are parallel to the secant. So two tangents can be drawn which are parallel to the secant. So correct option is E. Question number 19 is given that if a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meets a line through the center O such that OQ equal to 12 cm, then the length of PQ is, we have to calculate this one as given in the question. PQ is the tangent and distance of point Q from the center is 12 units and the radius is 5. We have to find the length of PQ. Since PQ is a tangent at P, so OP is perpendicular to PQ. From theorem 10.1 we can write this. Now in this right angle triangle, this is 90 degree. Since this is 90 degrees, so this will be the hypotenuse. So from Pythagoras theorem we can write OQ square is OP square plus PQ square. So OQ is given 12. 12 square is 5 square plus PQ square. So 144 equal to 25 plus PQ square. 144 minus 25 is PQ square. So PQ square is 144 minus 25 is 119. So PQ is root over 119 centimeter. So correct option is D. In question number 20, it is given that if a tangent PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degrees, then angle POA is equal to, here we have to calculate. Here it is given that PA and PB are two tangents which are inclined at an angle of 80 degree. Then we have to find POA. Though since it is 80 degree, so this will be half of this 80, so this will become 40. This angle will be 90. So by using angle sum property, we can find angle POA. In case of MCQ, directly you can write the answer, but if it is a 2-mark question, then you have to show the steps. Here PAO and PBO, if we take these two triangles, then PA equals to PB because length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So from the theorem, PA and PB will be equal. Again, AO equals to BO because both are radii of the same circle and PO is common. So PA and PB equal, AO and BO equal, PO is the common. So this triangle and this, that is PAO and PBO, these two congruent triangles. Since these two triangles are congruent, so APO and BPO will be equal. These two angles will be equal. Total is 80, so each angle is 40. In triangle OAP, AP is the tangent, so this angle will be 90 degree. So this is 90, this angle is 40. Now we can use angle sum property to find angle AOP. So here we have written as PA is a tangent at A, so angle PAO is 90. Now in triangle PAO, APO plus PAO plus POA is 180. That means sum of these three angles, APO that is 40, PAO is 90, we have to find AOP. So 40 plus 90 plus POA is 180. POA will be 180 minus 90 plus 40 is 130. So in the other side it will become minus 130. 180 minus 130 is 50. So option A is the correct answer. In question number 21, it is given that the angle made by the minute hand of a clock at its center in 15 minutes duration is, we have to find in 15 minutes what is the angle swept. We know when the minute hand rotates totally in one total round, it covers 360 degree. So we can write in 60 minutes angle swept by the minute hand will be 360. So in 1 minute angle swept will be less. So it will be 360 divided by 60, which will give 6. Therefore in 15 minutes angle swept will be 6 into 15, that will give 90 degree. So correct option is C. Question number 22. If the circumference of a circle increases from 2 pi to 4 pi, then its area is 4 times, tripled, doubled or halved. Let me show the steps. Let R1 and R2 be the radii of circles in two cases. As given that initial circumference by final circumference is 2 pi by 4 pi, we know the formula of circumference is 2 pi r. So in the initial circumference it will be 2 pi r1, and for the final figure it will be 2 pi r2 equals to pi and pi cancel. 2 and 4 if I cancel, I will get 1 by 2. Here also 2 and 2 cancel, pi cancel. So we are left with r1 by r2 is 1 by 2. Now we have to find the ratio of area. So initial area by final area. We know the area of a circle is pi r square. So it will be pi r1 square by pi r2 square. This pi will be cancelled. So we are left with r1 by r2 whole square. But we know r1 by r2 is half. So it will be half square. Half square is 1 by 4. So new area will be 4 times previous area. So option A is the correct answer. In question number 23, the question is the total surface area of a hemisphere of radius capital R units is. Now we know total surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square. In the question it is given radius is capital R. So answer is 3 pi capital R square. So option C is the correct answer. Now question number 24. In question number 24 it is given during conversion of a solid from one shape to another, the volume of the new shape will be. Now whenever we convert from one shape to another shape, their volume always remains same. That means remains unaltered. So option C, that is remain unaltered, is the correct answer. Question number 25. If the surface area of a sphere is 616 centimeter square, its diameter is, here we have to calculate because surface area is given and we have to calculate its diameter. We know the total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square and 4 pi r square is 616. 4 pi is 22 by 7 into r square is 616. If we transfer this to the other side, so it will be r square equal to 616. This 7 will go in the numerator, 4 and 22 will be in the denominator. Now 11 2 ja 22, 11 56 ja 616. So r square will be 56 into 7 divided by 4 into 2. Again 4 14 ja 56. So r square will be 14 into 7 by 2. 2 7 ja 14. So r square is 7 square. So r will be 7 centimeter. As in the question it is given diameter, and we know diameter is twice of radius. Radius is 7. So 2 into 7 14. So option B, which is 14 centimeter, is the correct answer. In question number 26, it is given that the middlemost observation of every data arranged in order is called. We know the middlemost observation when data is arranged is called median. So 26 answer is option A. In question number 27, it is given a numerical data is said to be multimodal if it has single mode, 2 modes, 3 modes, more than 3 modes. As per the definition of multimodal, if data has more than one mode, then it is called multimodal. But since more than one mode option is not there, so out of this one, this is the one which you are going to select if these 4 options are there. But the actual answer should be if data has more than one mode, then it is called multimodal. Now in question number 28, which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? We know probability of an event lies between 0 to 1. It can be 0 or more than 0, but it can be up to 1. It cannot be negative. So here out of these 4 options, second option is minus 1.5, and we know probability cannot be less than 0. So this is the correct answer. So here it is given cannot be the probability. So minus 1.5 cannot be the probability of an event. Now in question number 29 it is given a child has a die whose 6 faces marked with letters A, B, C, D, E, A. When the die is thrown once, then the probability of getting A. Here how many options are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 options are there, out of which we want A. How many A's are there? 2. Now how to solve this? Here it is given that total number of outcomes is 6. A, B, C, D, E, A. And number of favorable outcomes 2 because there are 2A. So probability of A, we know number of favorable outcome by total number of outcomes. Here favorable outcome is 2 and total outcome is 6. So 2 by 6 which will give 1 by 3. So option C is the correct answer. In question number 30 it is given the probability that it will rain today is 0.87. Then the probability that it will not rain today is, there are 4 options. We know probability of an event plus probability of not occurring that event is always 1. Here we have to use that formula. Suppose let E be the event, it will rain today. So we know probability of the event plus probability of not occurring that event always 1. Probability of rain is given 0.87 plus probability of no rain, together it will be 1. So probability that it will not rain equals to 1 minus 0.87, which will give 0.13. So option A is the correct answer. In section B, first question is explain 5005 as a product of its prime factors. So we have to prime factorize 5005. As it is not divisible by 2 or 3, so we are dividing by 5. We got 1001. Again 1001 when divided by 7, it is 143. 143 when divided by 11, it will be 13. Now 13 is a prime number, so we got 5005 equals to 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. This is the correct answer. In question number 32, it is given that solve the following system of linear equations. 2x plus 3y equals to 5 and 3x minus 4y equals to minus 1. Here first equation is 2x plus 3y equal to 5 and second one is 3x minus 4y equal to minus 1. I am going to use elimination method to solve this. Now first equation we have to multiply by the coefficient of x in the second equation. Here coefficient is 3. With this 3 I am multiplying first equation, and second equation we have to multiply by the coefficient of x in the first equation. So on multiplying equation 1 by 3, so first equation we are multiplying by 3. 3 2 ja 6x, 3 3 ja 9y, 3 5 ja 15. And second equation we have to multiply by 2. 3 2 ja 6x, 4 2 ja 8y, 2 1 ja 2. Now on subtracting, then we have to change the sign. This plus will become minus, this minus will become plus, and this minus will become plus. Plus 6x minus 6x can be cancelled. Now 8 plus 9, that will give 17. So 17y equals to 17. So y is 17 divided by 17. This will give 1. Now if we put y equal to 1 in any of the equations, here we are putting in equation number 1, 2x plus 3y equal to 5. So on putting y equal to 1 in equation 1, we'll get 2x plus 3y. Instead of y we are writing 1 equals to 5. So 2x equals to 5. 3 1 ja 3. So 2x equals to 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. So x will be 2 divided by 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we got x equal to 1, y also equal to 1. So x equal to 1, y equal to 1 is the correct answer. Next question, that is question number 33. It is given that find the length and breadth of a rectangular mango grove whose length is twice its breadth and its area is 800 meters square. In the question it is given that length is twice its breadth. So if we take breadth equals to x, then length will be twice x. Because in the question only it is mentioned that length is twice its breadth. So if breadth is x, length will be twice x. Now it is given that area of the rectangular grove is 800 meters square. Since we know area of a rectangle is length into breadth, so here length is twice x, breadth is x, so twice x into x is 800, x square equal to 800. These two we have transferred, it will be 800 by 2. So x square equals to 800 by 2 is 400. So x will be plus minus root over 400, which will give plus minus 20. Now we know length cannot be negative, so minus 20 we are not considering here. So we are considering x equals to 20. Now length is twice of x, so length will be 2 into 20, which will give 40 meter, and breadth is x, so breadth is 20 meter. So length is 40, breadth is 20 is the required answer. In question number 34, it is given that prove that sin theta minus 2 sin cube theta by 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta, and we have to show this is equals to tan theta. So we are starting from the left hand side. Sin theta minus 2 sin cube theta, 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta. From the numerator I can take sin theta common, so we are left with 1 minus 2 sin square theta. From the denominator I have taken cos theta common, then I am left with 2 cos square theta minus 1. That means from the numerator I have taken sin theta common, from the denominator I have taken cos theta common. Now sin by cos will give tan theta. Here it is 2 sin square and here it is 2 cos square. So instead of this sin square we are writing in terms of cos square. We can write 1 minus 2. Instead of sin square we are writing 1 minus cos square. It is because we know sin square plus cos square is 1. So sin square will be 1 minus cos square theta. So here also instead of sin square we are writing 1 minus cos square. So tan theta 1 minus 2 1 ja 2 minus minus plus 2 cos square theta divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1. So tan theta, here it will be 2 cos square theta, 1 minus 2 is minus 1 by 2 cos square theta minus 1. Same term, so this can be cancelled. So we are left with tan theta, which is the required right hand side. Now in question number 35, it is given that if cot theta is 7 by 8, if cot theta is 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta, 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So here 1 plus sine into 1 minus sine, we can apply a plus b, a minus b formula. So it will be a square minus b square. In the denominator also 1 plus cos 1 minus cos, it can be written as 1 square minus cos square theta. Now we know sine square plus cos square is 1. So 1 minus sine square will be cos square. So instead of 1 minus sine square we are writing cos square, and 1 minus cos square will be sine square. We know sine square theta plus cos square theta, this is equals to 1. Now 1 minus cos square will be sine square. If I transfer this cos square in the other side, it will be minus. So 1 minus cos square will be sine square. So instead of 1 minus cos square we are writing sine square. Now we know cos by sine is cot. So cos square theta by sine square theta, it will be cot square theta. In the question it is given cot theta is 7 by 8. So cot square theta will be 7 by 8 whole square. 7 square is 49. 8 square is 64. So 49 by 64 is the correct answer. Question number 36. D is a point on the side BC of a triangle ABC such that angle ADC equal to angle BAC. Show that CA square is CB into CD. Here we can consider ABC is the triangle, and as given in the question that D is a point on side BC in such a way that angle ADC equal to angle BAC. So in this triangle it is given ADC equal to angle BAC, and we want to show that CA square is CB into CD. Now in triangle ABC and DAC, here I have drawn these two triangles separately. Here BAC equals to ADC. These two angles are equal given in the question, and this angle C and this one, these two are common. So we can write angle C equal to angle C. So triangle ABC and DAC, these two are similar triangles, and we know when triangles are similar, corresponding sides are proportional. So we can write CA by CD equals to CB by CA. Since in the question it is given CA square is required, so first we have taken CA, first and last CA by CD. Just see CA by CD, and then we have taken CB by CA. We have not taken AB by DA as it is not required. So we are taking CA by CD, CA by CD equal to CB by AC. Now if we cross multiply CA into CA, CA square will be CB into CD. Hence proved. In question number 37 it is given 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. So here it is given defective pens there are 12. So 12 defective pens are there and good pens are 132. So altogether there are 144 pens. Now we know probability of an event is number of favorable outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. Since we want a good one, so here favorable outcome will be 132 and total outcomes is 144. If you cancel by 12, 12 12 ja 144 and 12 11 ja 132. So 11 by 12 is the answer. In question number 38, it is given that prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number, and it is given that root 5 is an irrational number. Here we can consider 3 plus 2 root 5 be a rational number. Since it is a rational number, we can express it in the form of a by b when a and b are coprimes and b is not equals to 0. We know any rational number is of that format only. So 3 plus 2 root 5 is a by b. So 2 root 5 will be a by b. This 3 if I transfer it will become minus 3. So 2 root 5 equals to, here b is the LCM, b divided by b 1 into a minus, here 3 means 3 by 1. So b divided by 1 b, 3 into b 3b. So root 5 equals to a minus 3b. This 2 will come here, 2 into b twice b. Now 2, 3, a and b all are integers. Since all these 4 are integers, so a minus 3b by twice b, this whole thing is rational because this part is also integer, this part is also integer and denominator is not 0, so it's a rational number. Since this part is rational, that means root 5 is also rational. But in the question it is given that root 5 is irrational. So we have written here, but this contradicts the fact that root 5 is an irrational number. So this side we are getting irrational number and here we got rational number, which is not possible. That means our assumption is wrong. So we conclude that 3 plus 2 root 5 is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. In question number 39 it is given that show that the number 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is a composite number. We know any natural number which is having more than 2 factors is called a composite number. Now here number is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. Now this 13 we can just imagine 13 into 1. Now if I take 13 common, it will be 7 into 11 plus 1. 13 into 77 plus 1. 13 into 78. Now 78 again if we prime factorize we will get 2 3 into 13. So ultimately we got 2 into 3 into 13 square. As we can see it has more than 2 factors. So it is not a prime number, it's a composite number. So we have to write like this, since it has more than 2 factors. So given number is a composite number. So that's all for today. In the next video I am going to show section C and D of this sample question paper. Till then, bye bye and take care.